Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, California, during his father's tour with the Chinese opera. Interestingly, his birthplace was the United States, but he grew up in Hong Kong. His real name was Lee Junfan, but he became world famous as Bruce Lee. As a child, Bruce was involved in acting, appearing in several films due to his father's connections in the movie industry. His acting career began when he was just 3 months old, and by the time he was 18, he had acted in about 20 films. Bruce's family background was quite diverse. His father was a famous opera singer and actor, and his mother came from one of the wealthiest and most powerful clans in Hong Kong. Despite his successful acting career, Bruce's childhood was not always easy. Hong Kong during the 1950s was a tough place with many street gangs, and Bruce often found himself in street fights. This exposure to street violence sparked his interest in martial arts. Bruce's parents were worried about these street fights and encouraged him to learn martial arts for self-defense. He began training in Wing Chun, a style of kung fu, when he was around 13 years old under the legendary master Yip Man. Bruce was very dedicated to his training, but he still continued to get into fights, which caused trouble for him and his family. Bruce's parents decided that he should return to America for his safety and better opportunities. At the age of 18, with $100 in his pocket, Bruce set off for San Francisco. This move marked a new chapter in his life and was the beginning of his journey to becoming a martial arts legend. In San Francisco, he stayed with his father's friend and later moved to Seattle, where he finished high school and went on to study at the University of Washington. He studied philosophy and drama, 2 subjects that greatly influenced his later life and career. While in Seattle, Bruce started to teach martial arts. He opened his first martial arts school and began developing his unique philosophy and style. He believed that traditional martial arts techniques were too rigid and formal to be practical in real-life situations. This belief led him to create his own martial arts philosophy, which focused on practicality, flexibility, speed, and efficiency. His approach was revolutionary at the time and attracted a lot of attention. Bruce's early life and background were crucial in shaping his character and his future career. His experiences in Hong Kong and the United States influenced his views on martial arts, acting, and life in general. This first chapter in his life was just the beginning of a journey that would see him become one of the most influential martial artists and cultural icons of the 20th century. His legacy continues to inspire people all over the world, both in martial arts and in how they live their lives. Bruce Lee's story is not just about martial arts. It's about overcoming challenges, breaking barriers, and pursuing one's passions with dedication and hard work. Bruce Lee's interest in martial arts began at a young age, influenced by the need for self-defense against street gangs in Hong Kong. This interest turned into a passion that would shape the rest of his life. As a teenager, Bruce was often involved in fights, demonstrating his natural fighting skills but also revealing his need for formal martial arts training. His first introduction to martial arts was through Wing Chun, a style of kung fu. Under the guidance of the legendary master Yip Man, Bruce was a quick learner, and his dedication was evident. He spent hours practicing and refining his skills, but his journey in martial arts was not just about learning how to fight. It was about self-discovery and personal growth. Bruce saw martial arts as a way to express himself and as a philosophy of life. His training in Wing Chun was just the beginning. When he moved to the United States, his perspective on martial arts began to change. He realized that traditional martial arts styles were often too rigid and did not fully prepare students for real-life combat situations. This realization led Bruce to start developing his own martial arts philosophy, which emphasized flexibility, practicality, and efficiency. He began to incorporate techniques from different martial arts styles, as well as from Western boxing and fencing. Bruce's innovative approach to martial arts was groundbreaking. He believed that the best fighter was not reliant on a single style but rather was like water, adaptable and fluid. He famously said, "Be water, my friend," illustrating his philosophy that one should be flexible and adaptable in both fighting and life. His philosophy extended beyond physical fighting techniques. It was about cultivating the mind and spirit. He often talked about the importance of self-expression and self-knowledge through martial arts. Bruce's passion for martial arts led him to open his own martial arts school in the United States, where he began teaching his unique approach. He attracted a diverse group of students, including Hollywood stars and athletes, who were drawn to his charismatic teaching style and innovative techniques. Bruce's teachings were not just about physical training, they also included lessons on philosophy, psychology, and life. Bruce's deep interest in martial arts was not only about personal achievement, it was also about breaking cultural barriers. He wanted to show the world the beauty and depth of Chinese martial arts and to make them accessible to people of all backgrounds. His efforts helped to popularize martial arts in the West and paved the way for them to be respected and appreciated globally. In summary, Bruce Lee's interest in martial arts was more than a hobby or a career, it was a lifelong journey of exploration and self-expression. His revolutionary approach and philosophical insights transformed the world of martial arts and continue to influence practitioners around the world. Bruce Lee's story is not just about martial arts, it is a story of transformation, innovation, and breaking boundaries. His legacy in martial arts is a testament to his passion, dedication, and vision, making him a true legend in the field. Bruce Lee's childhood in Hong Kong was marked by a blend of traditional education and early exposure to the world of entertainment. His school life was quite typical for a young boy in Hong Kong during the 1950s, attending La Salle College, a prestigious all-boys high school known for its rigorous academic standards. However, Bruce was not just an ordinary student, his involvement in the film industry from a very young age set him apart from his peers. He started acting at a very young age, which made his school life unique, balancing academics with his burgeoning film career. Despite his busy schedule, Bruce was an energetic and lively student, known for his charisma and playful nature. He was not particularly fond of the strict discipline and rigid structure of traditional education, often finding it challenging to conform to the conventional expectations of his teachers. His restlessness and independent spirit sometimes led to conflicts in school, but these experiences also helped to shape his character and his views on life and learning. Bruce's school life was not just about academics, it was also a time when he began to develop his physical skills. He was involved in various sports, including soccer, which he played with great enthusiasm. His participation in sports not only showcased his physical abilities but also his competitive spirit and determination. However, it was his involvement in dance, specifically cha-cha, where he truly excelled, winning the Hong Kong Cha-Cha Championship. This experience in dance would later influence his martial arts, as it contributed to his exceptional footwork and balance. While in school, Bruce also faced challenges and hardships. He was often involved in street fights, a common occurrence in the rough neighborhoods of Hong Kong at that time. These fights were not just simple childhood scuffles, they were serious confrontations that sometimes involved local gangs. Bruce's involvement in these street fights was a significant factor in his early interest in martial arts. His parents were concerned for his safety and recognized the need for him to learn self-defense, which eventually led him to begin training in Wing Chun Kung Fu. Bruce's school life in Hong Kong was a mix of typical childhood experiences and unique challenges. Balancing his roles as a student, actor, and athlete, he navigated through his formative years with a distinctive flair. These early experiences in Hong Kong played a crucial role in shaping Bruce's character, his approach to life, and his future career. His time in school, while not always smooth, contributed to his development into a multifaceted individual with diverse talents and a resilient spirit. This chapter of his life, with its blend of education, entertainment, and early encounters with martial arts, laid the foundation for the extraordinary individual he was to become. Bruce Lee's early acting career began in the bustling film industry of Hong Kong, a path that was greatly influenced by his father, a well-known opera singer and actor. From a very young age, Bruce was exposed to the world of entertainment, and his natural charisma and talent were evident. His acting career started when he was just 3 months old, appearing in a Chinese film. This early start marked the beginning of what would become a significant aspect of his life. By the time he was a teenager, Bruce had acted in around 20 films. His roles varied, allowing him to showcase his versatility as a young actor. He played a range of characters, from mischievous kids to more serious roles, gaining a considerable amount of experience in the film industry. This early exposure to acting not only honed his skills in front of the camera but also sparked his interest in the storytelling aspect of filmmaking. Bruce's acting career during his childhood was not just about performing, it was deeply intertwined with his personal and family life. His father's connections in the film industry opened doors for him, but it was Bruce's own talent and charisma that kept those doors open. Acting provided a creative outlet for him, a way to express himself and explore different characters and emotions. It also introduced him to a world of discipline, practice, and dedication, qualities that would later be reflected in his martial arts career. Despite his success in the film industry, Bruce's early acting career was not without challenges. Balancing his school life with his acting commitments required discipline and time management, skills that he learned to develop at a young age. The film industry in Hong Kong during that time was competitive, and being a child actor came with its own set of pressures and expectations. Bruce navigated these challenges with the support of his family and his own inner drive and determination. Bruce's early acting career also played a significant role in shaping his later life, particularly his move to the United States. His experiences in the Hong Kong film industry exposed him to different cultures and ideas, broadening his perspective and making him more adaptable to new environments. This adaptability would prove crucial when he moved to the United States, where he would eventually break into Hollywood and international fame. In summary, Bruce Lee's early acting career in Hong Kong was a significant chapter in his life. It was a period that shaped his development as a performer and as an individual. His experiences in front of the camera, the disciplines of acting, and the challenges of the industry all contributed to his growth and success. This early stage of his life set the foundation for his later achievements in both film and martial arts, making him a cultural icon whose influence transcended borders and generations. During his teenage years, Bruce Lee faced significant challenges, most notably his involvement in street fights and troubles in Hong Kong. This period of his life was marked by frequent confrontations and a growing reputation as a skilled fighter. Hong Kong in the 1950s was a tough place, with numerous street gangs and a culture where fighting was often seen as a way to resolve disputes and establish status. Bruce, with his strong personality and martial arts skills, found himself often drawn into these conflicts. These street fights were not mere child's play, they were serious and sometimes dangerous. Bruce's involvement in these fights stemmed partly from his need to stand up for himself and partly from the culture of machismo that prevailed among young men in Hong Kong at the time. He was known for his fearlessness and his willingness to face opponents, traits that earned him both respect and notoriety. However, these fights also brought him into conflict with the law and caused concern for his family. The street fights were a crucial turning point in Bruce's life. They highlighted the need for effective self-defense skills, which further fueled his passion for martial arts. Bruce's experiences in these street brawls led him to question traditional martial arts techniques and their applicability in real-life combat situations. This questioning was the beginning of his journey towards developing his own martial arts philosophy, which emphasized practicality and adaptability. Bruce's involvement in street fights also had a significant impact on his personal life. His parents were worried about his safety and his future, as these fights could have had serious legal and physical consequences. It was this concern that eventually led Bruce's parents to send him to the United States. They hoped that moving away from the environment of street gangs in Hong Kong would provide him with a safer environment and better opportunities. Bruce's experiences with street fights and troubles during his teenage years were not just challenges, they were also opportunities for growth and learning. These experiences taught him about the realities of physical confrontations, the importance of discipline and self-control, and the need for practical, effective martial arts techniques. They were a significant factor in shaping his approach to martial arts and his philosophy of life. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's teenage years, marked by street fights and troubles, played a pivotal role in his development as a martial artist and as an individual. These experiences, while challenging, were instrumental in shaping his character, his skills, and his outlook on life. They were a testament to his resilience, his ability to learn from difficult situations, and his determination to pursue his passion for martial arts. This chapter of his life was a crucial part of his journey to becoming a legendary martial artist and cultural icon. Bruce Lee's teenage years were not only about street fights and troubles, they were also a time of transformation and dedication to martial arts. This period in his life marked a significant turning point, where his casual interest in martial arts turned into a deep, lifelong commitment. His experiences in the streets of Hong Kong had shown him the importance and practicality of martial arts, leading him to dedicate himself more fully to mastering these skills. Bruce's journey in martial arts began in earnest with his training in Wing Chun under the guidance of Master Yip Man. This training was more than just learning how to fight, it was a process of self-discovery and personal development. Bruce was a dedicated and passionate student, absorbing not just the physical techniques but also the philosophical aspects of martial arts. His training with Yip Man laid the foundation for his understanding of martial arts and its potential not just as a form of self-defense but as a way of life. During this time, Bruce also began to develop his own ideas about martial arts. He was a critical thinker and started to question the traditional methods and practices. He believed that many of the traditional martial arts techniques were too rigid and not practical for real combat situations. This questioning led him to explore other martial arts forms and to begin developing his own style, which later became known as Jeet Kune Do. Bruce's approach was revolutionary. He emphasized flexibility, efficiency, and practicality, advocating a style that was adaptable to any situation. Bruce's dedication to martial arts also involved teaching. He started to teach other students, sharing his knowledge and his philosophy. His teaching was not just about martial arts techniques, it was about instilling confidence, discipline, and a philosophy of life. He was a charismatic teacher, and his classes attracted a diverse group of students, including those from different cultural backgrounds. This period of Bruce Lee's life was critical in shaping his future path. His dedication to martial arts became the central focus of his life, guiding his decisions and his career. His experiences in Hong Kong, the challenges he faced, and his training under Yip Man all contributed to his growth as a martial artist and as a person. Bruce's dedication to martial arts was not just about personal achievement, it was also about breaking cultural barriers and introducing martial arts to a wider audience. In conclusion, the turning point in Bruce Lee's teenage years was his dedication to martial arts. This dedication was more than just a passion, it was a commitment to a way of life. His journey during these years was one of transformation, where he went from being a troubled teenager involved in street fights to a dedicated martial artist with a vision. His experiences and dedication during this time laid the groundwork for his later success and his lasting impact on martial arts and popular culture. Bruce Lee's journey to America marked a new chapter in his life, full of challenges and opportunities. As a young adult, he arrived in the United States with little more than his martial arts training and a deep desire to succeed. His first stop was San Francisco, the city of his birth, but he soon moved to Seattle, where he began to create a new life for himself. In Seattle, Bruce worked various jobs, including as a waiter in a Chinese restaurant, while also finishing high school. His work ethic and determination were evident as he juggled his job, studies, and continued training in martial arts. Bruce's life in America as a young adult was a time of adaptation and learning. He was exposed to a new culture and new ways of thinking, which broadened his perspective and influenced his approach to martial arts. One of the most significant steps in his journey was enrolling at the University of Washington, where he studied philosophy. His studies in philosophy deepened his understanding of martial arts, not just as a physical discipline but as a way of life. He began to develop his ideas about self-expression through martial arts, which later became a cornerstone of his martial arts philosophy. During this time, Bruce also began teaching martial arts. He started with a few students, teaching them in parks and open spaces. His teaching style was unique, and he quickly gained a reputation as an exceptional martial arts instructor. His classes were different from traditional martial arts classes. They were a blend of physical training and philosophical teaching. Bruce's charisma and innovative approach attracted a diverse group of students, and his popularity as an instructor grew. Life in America was not without its challenges for Bruce. He faced racial discrimination and cultural barriers, as Asian actors and martial artists were not widely accepted in mainstream American culture at the time. However, Bruce was not one to be easily discouraged. He used these challenges as motivation to work harder and to prove his worth. His resilience and determination helped him to overcome these obstacles and to pave the way for his future success. Bruce's time in America as a young adult was a period of growth and exploration. He was not just learning and adapting to a new culture, he was also redefining himself and his martial arts. He was breaking away from traditional styles and forming his own philosophy, which was a fusion of Eastern and Western ideas. This period was crucial in shaping Bruce Lee's future career and his impact on martial arts and popular culture. In summary, Bruce Lee's journey to America as a young adult was a transformative experience. It was a time of learning, adaptation, and self-discovery. He faced challenges and overcame them with resilience and hard work. His experiences during this period laid the foundation for his later success as a martial artist, actor, and cultural icon. His journey from a young immigrant to a world-renowned martial artist is a testament to his dedication, talent, and vision. Bruce Lee's journey to America as a young adult was not just a path of discovery and growth, but also one filled with struggles and opportunities. Upon arriving in America, he faced the realities of being an immigrant in a new country. He struggled with cultural differences, language barriers, and racial discrimination. Despite being born in the United States, Bruce often felt like an outsider, trying to find his place in a society that was unfamiliar and at times unwelcoming. These struggles were not only external but also internal, as he grappled with his identity, balancing his Chinese heritage with his desire to fit into American society. One of the most significant struggles Bruce faced was financial. As a young immigrant with limited resources, he had to work various odd jobs to support himself while pursuing his dreams. This period of his life was marked by hard work and perseverance, as he balanced his jobs, education, and training in martial arts. Despite these challenges, Bruce never lost sight of his goals. He continued to train and teach martial arts, all the while developing his unique style and philosophy. The struggles Bruce faced, however, were accompanied by opportunities. America offered him the chance to explore and grow in ways that might not have been possible in Hong Kong. One of the greatest opportunities came in the form of education. Bruce's enrollment at the University of Washington, where he studied philosophy, played a crucial role in shaping his thoughts and beliefs about martial arts and life. His education provided him with a broader perspective and deepened his understanding of different cultures and philosophies. Another significant opportunity was the chance to introduce and teach martial arts in America. Bruce started teaching martial arts to his fellow students and friends, which eventually led to the establishment of his own martial arts schools. His innovative approach to martial arts, which emphasized practicality and adaptability, attracted a diverse range of students. Through teaching, Bruce was able to share his passion and knowledge, but more importantly, he was able to break down cultural barriers and misconceptions about Chinese martial arts. Bruce's struggles in America also paved the way for his entry into Hollywood. His experience in acting in Hong Kong, combined with his martial arts expertise, presented him with unique opportunities in the American film industry. Although he initially faced stereotypes and limited roles, his persistence and talent eventually led to more significant opportunities, paving the way for his future success as a global film star and cultural icon. In summary, Bruce Lee's journey to America was a mix of struggles and opportunities. His experience as a young immigrant shaped his character and his outlook on life. He faced challenges with resilience and turned them into opportunities for growth and success. His journey was not just about personal achievement but also about bridging cultural gaps and introducing Chinese martial arts to a global audience. Bruce Lee's story is one of overcoming obstacles, breaking barriers, and realizing one's potential, making him an enduring inspiration to people around the world. Bruce Lee's development of his personal martial arts style was a journey marked by innovation, self-expression, and a break from tradition. His martial arts philosophy evolved over time, influenced by his experiences and the challenges he faced. Initially trained in Wing Chun, a traditional form of Kung Fu, Bruce began to see the limitations of sticking to one martial arts style. His street fights in Hong Kong and teaching experiences in America made him realize that real combat was unpredictable and varied, requiring a more flexible and adaptable approach. This realization led Bruce to explore other martial arts forms, including Western boxing, fencing, and various styles of Kung Fu. He studied their techniques, strengths, and weaknesses, integrating their most effective elements into his practice. Bruce's approach was revolutionary. He believed in using whatever works in a given situation, regardless of the martial arts style it came from. This philosophy was a significant departure from the traditional martial arts mentality, which often focused on mastering a single style. The culmination of Bruce's exploration and experimentation was the creation of Jeet Kune Do, which means the way of the intercepting fist. Jeet Kune Do was not just a new style of martial arts, it was a philosophy that emphasized simplicity, directness, and efficiency. Bruce advocated for a form of martial arts that was free from the rigid structures and forms of traditional styles. He believed in the importance of being like water, adaptable, fluid, and flexible, able to adjust to any situation. Bruce's development of his personal martial arts style was also influenced by his studies in philosophy at the University of Washington. He was particularly inspired by the ideas of adaptability and simplicity, which he incorporated into his martial arts philosophy. His approach was not just about physical techniques, it was about a way of thinking and being. He emphasized the importance of self-expression through martial arts, believing that it was a form of personal liberation. Bruce's innovative martial arts style also reflected his unique cultural background. As a person who straddled two worlds, East and West, he brought together the best of both in his martial arts philosophy. His style was a blend of Eastern philosophy and martial arts techniques with Western pragmatism and scientific approach. In conclusion, the development of Bruce Lee's personal martial arts style was a pivotal aspect of his life and career. It was a journey of breaking away from tradition, exploring new possibilities, and creating something uniquely his own. His approach to martial arts was not just about fighting, it was about living, adapting to change, expressing oneself, and seeking efficiency and simplicity in all aspects of life. Bruce Lee's martial arts philosophy, embodied in Jeet Kune Do, continues to inspire and influence martial artists and non-martial artists alike, making him a timeless figure in the world of martial arts and beyond. Teaching martial arts in America was a significant part of Bruce Lee's life, where he not only shared his skills but also spread his unique philosophy. When Bruce arrived in America, he saw a great opportunity to introduce Chinese martial arts to a new audience. He began by teaching friends and later opened his own martial arts schools. His teaching style was different from traditional martial arts classes. It was dynamic, engaging, and deeply influenced by his personal philosophy of martial arts. Bruce's approach to teaching was innovative. He didn't just focus on physical techniques, he also emphasized the philosophical and psychological aspects of martial arts. He believed that martial arts were not just a way to defend oneself, but a way to gain self-awareness and personal growth. His classes included lessons on how to adapt to changing situations, both in combat and in life, drawing on his famous philosophy of being like water, adaptable, flexible, and powerful. One of the key aspects of Bruce's teaching was the idea of personal expression through martial arts. He encouraged his students to develop their own style, adapted to their abilities and needs, rather than blindly following traditional techniques. This was a radical idea at the time, as most martial arts schools focused on rigidly adhering to established styles. Bruce's emphasis on personal expression and efficiency resonated with his students and made his teachings very popular. Bruce also broke barriers in his teaching. At the time, many traditional martial arts schools were closed to certain ethnicities or did not teach the most effective techniques to non-Chinese students. Bruce, however, taught everyone who was willing to learn, regardless of their race or background. This openness was revolutionary and sometimes controversial, but Bruce believed strongly in sharing his knowledge with all who sought it. His teaching in America also had a significant impact on his personal development as a martial artist. Through teaching, Bruce was able to refine his techniques and philosophies, constantly evolving and improving his approach. His interaction with students of various backgrounds provided him with different perspectives, enriching his understanding of martial arts and human nature. Bruce Lee's impact as a martial arts teacher in America was profound. He not only introduced Chinese martial arts to a wider audience, but he also changed the way martial arts were perceived and taught. His focus on practicality, adaptability, and personal expression influenced generations of martial artists and opened the doors for the fusion of Eastern and Western martial arts techniques. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's role in teaching martial arts in America was pivotal in spreading his martial arts philosophy and style. His innovative teaching methods, emphasis on personal expression, and open-minded approach made him a beloved and respected figure in the martial arts community. His legacy as a teacher goes beyond martial arts. It's a testament to his belief in the power of personal growth, self-expression, and breaking cultural barriers. Bruce Lee's journey as a martial arts teacher took a significant turn when he decided to open his own martial arts schools in America. This decision marked a new phase in his life, where he could share his knowledge and philosophy on a larger scale. Bruce's first martial arts school was a modest operation, started in Seattle while he was still a student at the University of Washington. This school was the beginning of his dream to introduce Chinese martial arts to the Western world. The opening of his martial arts schools was not just about teaching techniques, it was about spreading a new philosophy of martial arts. Bruce's approach was different from traditional schools. He emphasized practicality, adaptability, and personal expression, which were revolutionary ideas at the time. His teachings were a blend of different martial arts styles, infused with his own insights and experiences. He believed in teaching a style that was adaptable to any individual, regardless of their size, strength, or background. Bruce's schools attracted a diverse group of students. He was one of the first martial arts instructors to teach Western students, breaking the traditional barriers that often kept Chinese martial arts exclusive to Chinese students. His openness to teaching anyone who was willing to learn was a reflection of his belief in the universal value of martial arts. The success of his first school in Seattle led to the opening of additional schools in Oakland and Los Angeles. Each school became a hub for those interested in learning not just martial arts, but also about physical fitness, self-defense, and personal development. Bruce's charisma and reputation as an exceptional martial artist drew many students, including celebrities and athletes. Running these schools, however, was not without challenges. Bruce faced resistance from some traditional martial arts communities who disagreed with his teaching methods and his open-door policy to non-Chinese students. He also had to balance his time between teaching, pursuing his film career, and his own training and development in martial arts. Despite these challenges, Bruce's martial arts schools were a success. They played a crucial role in popularizing martial arts in the United States and introduced new ways of thinking about martial arts training. His schools were more than just places to learn martial arts, they were places where students could learn about life, discipline, and self-expression. In conclusion, the opening of martial arts schools in America was a significant milestone in Bruce Lee's life as a teacher. His innovative approach to martial arts, focus on practical application, and philosophy of personal expression had a lasting impact on his students and the martial arts community. Bruce's legacy as a teacher extends beyond the walls of his schools. He changed the way martial arts were perceived and taught, leaving an enduring mark on the world of martial arts. As a martial arts teacher, Bruce Lee was known not just for his physical prowess but also for his unique training philosophy and techniques. His approach to martial arts was deeply rooted in his belief that traditional martial arts styles were too rigid and did not adequately prepare students for real-life situations. Bruce's philosophy was about simplicity, directness, and efficiency. He believed in using whatever techniques were most effective, regardless of the martial arts style they came from, and emphasized the importance of adapting to the situation at hand. One of the key aspects of Bruce Lee's training philosophy was the concept of Jeet Kune Do, JKD, which he founded. JKD is often translated as the way of the intercepting fist, but it was more than just a fighting style, it was a philosophy that emphasized flexibility, practicality, and simplicity. Bruce encouraged his students to be like water, adaptable, fluid, and able to take the shape of whatever container they were in. This philosophy meant that students were taught to adapt their techniques to their own strengths and weaknesses, rather than following a rigid set of rules. Bruce's training techniques were revolutionary. He incorporated elements from different martial arts styles, including Wing Chun, Western boxing, and fencing. He focused on practical skills like speed, timing, footwork, and the ability to read an opponent. Bruce was also a pioneer in including strength and conditioning training in martial arts practice, understanding the importance of a strong and flexible body to improve martial arts performance. Another essential element of Bruce's training philosophy was the idea of self-expression through martial arts. He believed that martial arts were a form of personal and artistic expression, not just a set of techniques to be memorized and executed. He encouraged his students to explore their personal style and to express themselves through their martial arts practice. Bruce's approach to teaching and training was holistic. He didn't just train the body, he also focused on the mind and spirit. He taught his students about the philosophy behind martial arts, the importance of mental discipline, and the connection between the mind and the body. He believed that a true martial artist was not just a fighter but a well-rounded individual who understood the deeper meaning of martial arts. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's role as a teacher was characterized by his innovative training philosophy and techniques. His approach to martial arts was a reflection of his personal beliefs and experiences, emphasizing adaptability, efficiency, and self-expression. Through his teaching, Bruce left a lasting impact on the martial arts world, changing the way martial arts were practiced and understood. His legacy as a teacher goes beyond the physical aspects of martial arts. It encompasses a philosophy of life that continues to inspire people around the world. Bruce Lee's return to acting, particularly in American TV, marked a significant chapter in his life, showcasing his versatility and resilience. After establishing himself as a respected martial arts instructor in the United States, Bruce sought to return to his early passion for acting. His transition from martial arts teacher to actor in America was not easy, given the limited roles available for Asian actors at the time. However, his determination and unique talents eventually led to groundbreaking opportunities. Bruce's first significant role in American television was in the series The Green Hornet, where he played the role of Kato, the assistant and chauffeur of the main character. This role was a major breakthrough for Bruce, as it introduced him to a wider American audience. His portrayal of Kato was not just about acting, it was an opportunity for Bruce to showcase his martial arts skills on screen. He brought a new level of authenticity and excitement to the fight scenes, which were unlike anything American audiences had seen before. Despite the success of The Green Hornet and the popularity of his character, Bruce faced challenges in finding more roles in Hollywood. He was often typecast and offered limited roles due to the prevailing stereotypes of Asian men in Hollywood at the time. This was a source of frustration for Bruce, as he aspired to be a leading man and to break the stereotypes that confined Asian actors to minor roles. Bruce's early roles in American TV, however, were not in vain. They helped him gain recognition and showcased his talents as both an actor and a martial artist. His performances caught the attention of both the public and the industry, opening doors for future opportunities. Bruce's charisma, skill, and screen presence in these roles made him a memorable figure, even in supporting roles. In addition to The Green Hornet, Bruce made appearances in other TV shows and films, each time bringing his unique energy and talent. He used these opportunities to demonstrate his acting skills and to introduce his martial arts philosophy to a broader audience. His roles in American TV were also a platform for him to challenge and change the way Asian characters were portrayed in Western media. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's early roles in American TV were a crucial step in his journey as an actor and a martial artist. They provided him with a platform to showcase his talents and to start breaking down the barriers for Asian actors in Hollywood. Although he faced challenges and stereotypes, his perseverance and unique talents opened up new possibilities, both for himself and for future generations of actors. Bruce's return to acting in American TV was not just a career move, it was a part of his larger goal to challenge stereotypes and make a lasting impact in the entertainment industry. Bruce Lee's return to acting and his journey into Hollywood was marked by significant challenges that tested his determination and resilience. Despite his success in television with The Green Hornet and his growing popularity as a martial artist, Bruce faced numerous obstacles in Hollywood, largely due to the industry's stereotypes and limited roles for Asian actors at the time. One of the main challenges Bruce encountered in Hollywood was typecasting. Asian actors were often confined to stereotypical roles that did not allow for much depth or diversity in character. Bruce, with his ambition and talent, wanted to break away from these stereotypes and take on leading roles that showcased his abilities as an actor and a martial artist. However, finding such roles was difficult, as Hollywood was reluctant to cast Asian actors in prominent, positive roles. Another challenge Bruce faced was the lack of understanding and appreciation for martial arts in Hollywood. While he had introduced new levels of authenticity and excitement in his television roles, bringing the same intensity and skill to the big screen was a challenge. The industry was not accustomed to the kind of dynamic martial arts action that Bruce was capable of, and it took time for them to recognize its potential in films. Despite these challenges, Bruce did not give up. He continued to pursue roles, albeit small ones, and used them as opportunities to showcase his unique talents. He also started to work behind the scenes, choreographing fight scenes and teaching martial arts to other actors, which helped to raise his profile in the industry. Bruce's perseverance began to pay off, and he eventually caught the attention of producers and directors who were looking for something new and exciting in their films. His unique blend of charisma, martial arts skill, and screen presence made him an attractive choice for action roles. This recognition was a turning point in Bruce's acting career, leading to more significant opportunities. One of Bruce's strategies to overcome the challenges in Hollywood was to develop his own projects. He began working on concepts and scripts that would allow him to showcase his martial arts philosophy and skills, as well as provide him with the leading roles he aspired to play. This approach was a way for Bruce to take control of his career and to create the opportunities that Hollywood was not offering him. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's journey in Hollywood was fraught with challenges, but his unwavering determination and unique talents eventually opened doors for him. He faced typecasting and a lack of appreciation for his martial arts skills, but he used these challenges as motivation to continue pushing boundaries. Bruce's perseverance and vision not only advanced his career but also paved the way for more diverse representations of Asian actors in Hollywood. His journey in Hollywood is a testament to his resilience, creativity, and the enduring impact he had on the film industry. Chapter 8: Breaking Stereotypes. Bruce Lee's journey in Hollywood was not just about his personal success, it was also a battle against racism and stereotypes prevalent in the film industry. As an Asian actor in Hollywood during the 1960s and 1970s, Bruce faced significant challenges due to the widespread stereotypes of Asian people. These stereotypes often portrayed Asian characters as either villains or sidekicks, rarely as complex or leading characters. Bruce, with his charisma, talent, and determination, set out to change these perceptions and break down the barriers facing Asian actors in Hollywood. One of the key ways Bruce fought against racism and stereotypes was by refusing to accept roles that perpetuated negative stereotypes. He was offered many roles that were typical of how Hollywood portrayed Asian men, as weak, submissive, or villainous. Bruce turned down these roles, understanding that accepting them would only reinforce the harmful stereotypes he was working to eliminate. His decision to reject such roles was a bold move, especially considering the limited opportunities available to Asian actors at the time. Bruce's fight against stereotypes also involved showcasing his martial arts skills and philosophy in a positive and powerful way. He believed that martial arts could be a tool for empowerment and self-expression, not just a form of entertainment. By demonstrating his exceptional martial arts skills and the depth of his philosophy, Bruce challenged the stereotype of the passive or weak Asian man. He presented a new image of an Asian man who was strong, confident, and skilled, breaking away from the traditional portrayals in Western media. Another way Bruce fought against racism and stereotypes was through his teaching in public appearances. He was vocal about the importance of equality and respect for all cultures. In his martial arts schools and public demonstrations, he taught students of all ethnicities, promoting a message of inclusivity and mutual respect. Bruce's actions and words were a powerful statement against the racism and cultural insensitivity prevalent at the time. Bruce's impact on breaking stereotypes extended beyond his roles in films and television. He became a cultural icon, representing a new, more positive image of Asian men. His popularity and influence helped to open doors for other Asian actors and to change the way Asian people were perceived in the West. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's fight against racism and stereotypes in Hollywood was a significant part of his legacy. He not only broke barriers for himself but also paved the way for future generations of Asian actors. Through his refusal to accept stereotypical roles, his portrayal of a strong and complex Asian character, and his advocacy for cultural respect and equality, Bruce played a crucial role in changing the narrative around Asian representation in Western media. His journey was a testament to his courage, resilience, and commitment to making a lasting impact in the fight against racism and stereotypes. Bruce Lee's pursuit of roles that changed perceptions of Asian actors in Hollywood was a defining aspect of his career. He was determined to break the stereotypes that Asian actors were often subjected to, and he sought roles that would allow him to showcase his talents and change how Asian men were perceived in the West. Bruce's efforts led to several key roles that significantly impacted Hollywood's portrayal of Asian characters and influenced the film industry's perceptions. One of Bruce's most influential roles was in the television series The Green Hornet, where he played Kato. Although initially seen as a sidekick to the main character, Bruce's portrayal of Kato was charismatic and powerful, showcasing his exceptional martial arts skills. This role challenged the typical portrayal of Asian characters in American TV shows and made Kato a beloved character. Bruce's performance as Kato was a turning point, demonstrating that Asian actors could play strong, appealing characters. Another significant role that helped change perceptions was in Marlowe, where Bruce played a character named Winslow Wong. Although a smaller role, Bruce's performance was memorable and showcased his martial arts skills in a compelling way. This role was important because it showed Bruce as a skilled and formidable character, breaking away from the typical portrayal of Asian characters as passive or villainous. Bruce's most impactful roles, however, came in his films produced in Hong Kong, which were later released in the United States and worldwide. In movies like Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, and Enter the Dragon, Bruce played leading characters that were strong, complex, and central to the story. These roles were groundbreaking, as they presented an Asian actor as the undisputed hero and main attraction. Bruce's characters in these films were not only skilled in martial arts but also intelligent, charismatic, and morally upright, challenging the stereotypes of Asian men as weak or insidious. In Enter the Dragon, Bruce's role as a martial artist and secret agent was particularly influential. The film was a major international success and showcased Bruce's talents as an actor and a martial artist on a global stage. His portrayal in this film broke new ground in how Asian characters were presented in Western cinema, and it opened doors for more diverse and substantial roles for Asian actors. Bruce Lee's roles in these films changed perceptions in Hollywood and beyond. He showed that Asian actors could be leading men, capable of drawing large audiences and carrying a film. His success helped pave the way for future generations of actors and changed the film industry's approach to casting and portraying Asian characters. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's roles that changed perceptions in Hollywood were a crucial part of his legacy. He not only broke stereotypes but also opened new possibilities for Asian actors. His portrayal of strong, complex characters challenged the prevailing stereotypes and showed the world that Asian actors could be leading heroes. Bruce's influence in changing perceptions in Hollywood continues to be felt today, making him an enduring icon in the film industry. Chapter 9, Major Film Success. The making of Enter the Dragon was a defining moment in Bruce Lee's career and a major milestone in the history of martial arts films. The making of Enter the Dragon was a defining moment in Bruce Lee's career and a major milestone in the history of martial arts films. This film, which became one of the most iconic martial arts movies of all time, marked Bruce Lee's rise to international stardom and changed the global perception of Asian actors in cinema. Enter the Dragon was the first martial arts film co-produced by a Hollywood studio, Warner Brothers, and a Hong Kong company, making it a significant East-West collaboration. The production of Enter the Dragon was a unique experience for Bruce, as it brought together his vision of martial arts with the scale and resources of a major Hollywood studio. Bruce was deeply involved in every aspect of the film, from the fight choreography to the script and the casting. He saw this film as an opportunity to showcase his martial arts philosophy and skills to a worldwide audience, and he was determined to make it a success. One of the challenges in making Enter the Dragon was blending the different styles and expectations of Hollywood and Hong Kong cinema. Bruce worked closely with the director and the production team to ensure that the film remained true to his vision while also appealing to a global audience. His dedication to the project was evident in the long hours he spent on set, training actors, choreographing fight scenes, and ensuring that every detail was perfect. Bruce's attention to detail extended to the film's fight scenes, which were a key highlight. He choreographed these scenes to be realistic, intense, and visually stunning. His goal was to present martial arts in a way that was both authentic and entertaining. The fight scenes in Enter the Dragon were unlike anything seen in Hollywood at the time and set a new standard for martial arts films. Enter the Dragon also featured a diverse cast, which was unusual for a film at the time. Bruce wanted the film to have a universal appeal and to reflect the diversity of the world. This inclusive approach was part of his broader vision of breaking down cultural barriers and stereotypes. The filming of Enter the Dragon was not without its difficulties. Bruce faced pressure to deliver a successful film, and there were tensions between the different cultural approaches to filmmaking. However, his passion, skill, and determination helped overcome these challenges. Unfortunately, Bruce Lee passed away before the film's release, not getting to see the immense impact it would have. In conclusion, the making of Enter the Dragon was a significant chapter in Bruce Lee's life and career. It was the culmination of his work as an actor, a martial artist, and a filmmaker. The film's success opened the doors for martial arts in Western cinema and established Bruce Lee as a global icon. Enter the Dragon was not just a film, it was a testament to Bruce's vision, talent, and his impact on the film industry and popular culture. Enter the Dragon not only marked a major film success for Bruce Lee but also had a profound impact on martial arts and cinema worldwide. This film transcended cultural barriers and introduced martial arts to a global audience, significantly influencing both the film industry and martial arts practices. The impact of Enter the Dragon on martial arts was monumental. It showcased martial arts as a sophisticated and dynamic form of physical art, rather than just simple fighting techniques. Bruce Lee's presentation of martial arts in the film, with its emphasis on skill, discipline, and philosophy, resonated with audiences around the world. It inspired a surge in interest in martial arts, leading to an increase in the number of martial arts schools and students in many countries. Bruce Lee's style, particularly his speed, precision, and charisma, became a model for martial arts practitioners to emulate. In the cinema, Enter the Dragon had a lasting influence on how action films were made. It set new standards for fight choreography, with its realistic and well-executed action sequences. The film's success proved that there was a substantial market for martial arts films, leading to a wave of similar movies in the 1970s and 1980s. Bruce Lee's approach to action in the film, combining physical prowess with a certain philosophical depth, became a benchmark for action movies. Moreover, Enter the Dragon played a crucial role in changing the perception of Asian actors in Western cinema. Bruce Lee, as the lead actor, broke the stereotype of Asian men being passive or villainous. He was portrayed as a strong, charismatic, and morally upright hero. This portrayal challenged the existing stereotypes and opened doors for future Asian actors to take on more diverse and substantial roles in Hollywood. The film also had a cultural impact beyond cinema and martial arts. It became a symbol of breaking cultural barriers, showcasing a blend of Eastern and Western values and aesthetics. Bruce Lee's portrayal in the film resonated with people of various backgrounds, making him an international icon. His message of self-expression, equality, and the fusion of different cultures was influential in many spheres of life. In conclusion, the impact of Enter the Dragon on martial arts and cinema was far-reaching. It was not just a film success for Bruce Lee, it was a groundbreaking work that influenced the direction of action films and the practice of martial arts globally. The film's legacy is evident in the ongoing popularity of martial arts films and the enduring admiration for Bruce Lee's skills and philosophy. Enter the Dragon remains a landmark film, a testament to Bruce Lee's talent, vision, and his profound impact on both cinema and martial arts. Bruce Lee's personal life, particularly his family life, played a significant role in shaping his character and his journey. Despite his fame and busy career, Bruce was a dedicated family man, deeply committed to his wife, Linda Lee Cadwell, and their two children, Brandon and Shannon. His family was a source of stability and support in his fast-paced and demanding life. Bruce met Linda while he was studying at the University of Washington. They married in 1964, and their marriage was a blend of different cultures, reflecting Bruce's belief in the unity and harmony of diverse backgrounds. Linda was a supportive partner, standing by Bruce through the ups and downs of his career. She played a crucial role in his life, providing emotional support and understanding, especially during challenging times. As a father, Bruce was loving and involved. He cherished his time with his children and was deeply committed to their upbringing. Despite his busy schedule, Bruce made a point to spend quality time with Brandon and Shannon, sharing his love for martial arts and instilling in them his values of hard work, discipline, and respect for others. His approach to parenting was similar to his approach to martial arts and life. It was about teaching by example and encouraging self-expression and personal growth. Bruce's family life was not without its challenges. His rising fame and the demands of his career often meant long hours away from home, which was difficult for the family. Additionally, the cultural differences and the pressures of being in the public eye brought their own set of challenges. However, the strong bond and understanding within the family helped them navigate these challenges. Linda and the children were a grounding influence in Bruce's life. They provided him with a sense of normalcy and a refuge from the pressures of his career. His relationship with his family was a source of joy and motivation, driving him to achieve his goals and to make a positive impact in the world. In summary, Bruce Lee's family life was a vital aspect of his personal life. His role as a husband and father was integral to who he was as a person. His family provided him with love, support, and stability, playing a significant role in his success and his journey as a martial artist and a cultural icon. The values and lessons he shared with his family are a testament to his character and his legacy. Balancing a burgeoning career and personal life was a significant challenge for Bruce Lee, particularly as his fame grew. His life was a constant juggle between his roles as a martial arts instructor, actor, filmmaker, and a family man. Bruce's dedication to his career was immense. He was deeply passionate about martial arts and driven to achieve success in Hollywood. However, he also placed great value on his family, striving to be a present and loving husband and father. One of the key ways Bruce managed this balance was through discipline and time management. He maintained a rigorous schedule, dedicating specific times for training, teaching, filming, and family. Bruce was known for his incredible work ethic, often training and working late into the night. However, he also made sure to carve out time for his wife and children, understanding the importance of being there for his family. Bruce's family was very supportive of his career. His wife, Linda, played a crucial role in managing his professional affairs and providing a stable home environment. This support was crucial in allowing Bruce to pursue his ambitious career goals. Linda's understanding of Bruce's passion for martial arts and cinema made it possible for him to dedicate himself fully to his work. The challenge of balancing career and personal life was also about maintaining his health and well-being. The physical and mental demands of his career, especially his roles in films, required Bruce to be in top physical condition. He adhered to a strict training regimen and diet to maintain his fitness and energy levels. However, the stress of his workload and the pressure to succeed sometimes took a toll on his health. Bruce's approach to life was holistic. He believed in the importance of balancing the body, mind, and spirit. This philosophy helped him navigate the stresses of his career. He practiced meditation and philosophical reflection, which provided him with a sense of balance and inner peace amidst his busy life. Despite his best efforts, the balance between career and personal life was often challenging. The demands of his growing fame and the responsibilities of his family life sometimes conflicted, creating tension and difficulty. However, Bruce's resilience, his family's support, and his philosophical approach to life helped him manage these challenges. In summary, balancing his career and personal life was a continual challenge for Bruce Lee. His relentless drive, discipline, and the support of his family were key in managing this balance. Bruce's life as a martial arts icon and a family man was a testament to his dedication, resilience, and the holistic approach he took to life. His journey in balancing these aspects of his life reflects the challenges and triumphs faced by many individuals who strive to achieve success in their professional lives while maintaining a fulfilling personal life. Bruce Lee's innovations in martial arts are epitomized in the creation of Jeet Kune Do, JKD, a new martial arts style that broke the conventions of traditional martial arts. Jeet Kune Do, which translates to the way of the intercepting fist, was more than just a collection of fighting techniques. It was a philosophy, a way of thinking about martial arts that was revolutionary at the time. Bruce developed Jeet Kune Do out of a desire to create a martial arts style that was practical, efficient, and adaptable. He believed traditional martial arts styles were too rigid and bound by classical forms, which often limited a practitioner's effectiveness in real combat. Drawing from his extensive knowledge of different martial arts forms, including Wing Chun, Western boxing, and fencing, Bruce created JKD as an amalgamation of the most effective techniques from various styles. The core philosophy of Jeet Kune Do is based on simplicity, directness, and practicality. Bruce emphasized the importance of using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation, meaning that one should not be bound by any single martial arts style or philosophy. In JKD, the emphasis is on real-world effectiveness, fluidity of movement, and adapting to the opponent and situation. This approach was a significant departure from the traditional martial arts practices of the time, which often focused on memorization and rigid adherence to form. Another innovative aspect of Jeet Kune Do was its focus on personal expression through martial arts. Bruce believed that each individual should adapt the martial arts to fit their own body, abilities, and circumstances, rather than trying to adapt themselves to a set style. This philosophy encouraged practitioners to explore, experiment, and find their own path in martial arts, making JKD a highly personalized and evolving form of martial art. Jeet Kune Do also incorporated new training methods and philosophies. Bruce introduced concepts like emotional content in fighting, the importance of mental preparation, and the integration of physical, mental, and spiritual elements in training. He also incorporated modern fitness and conditioning techniques to improve strength, speed, and flexibility, which were not common in traditional martial arts training at the time. Bruce Lee's creation of Jeet Kune Do marked a significant turning point in the evolution of martial arts. It challenged the traditional norms and opened up new possibilities in martial arts training and philosophy. JKD's emphasis on practicality, efficiency, and personal expression has had a lasting impact on martial arts practices worldwide. In conclusion, the development of Jeet Kune Do as a new martial arts style was one of Bruce Lee's most significant contributions to the world of martial arts. It reflected his innovative spirit, his deep understanding of different martial arts forms, and his commitment to practicality and personal expression. Jeet Kune Do is not just a martial arts style, it's a legacy of Bruce Lee's philosophy and vision, influencing martial artists around the globe. Bruce Lee's influence on modern martial arts is immense and extends far beyond the creation of Jeet Kune Do. His innovative approach to martial arts, blending different styles and emphasizing practicality and adaptability, has had a profound impact on how martial arts are practiced and understood today. One of the most significant aspects of Bruce's influence is the idea of cross-training in different martial arts disciplines. Before Bruce, most martial artists specialized in one style, whether it was karate, judo, kung fu, or any other. Bruce's approach, which combined elements from various martial arts styles, was revolutionary. Today, cross-training is a common practice in martial arts, with practitioners learning from multiple disciplines to develop a well-rounded skill set. This approach is especially evident in mixed martial arts, MMA, where fighters combine techniques from boxing, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and other styles. Another area where Bruce Lee's influence is evident is in the philosophy of martial arts training. He emphasized the importance of personal expression and finding one's own path in martial arts. This idea of personalization and adaptation in martial arts training has become a core principle in many modern martial arts schools. Practitioners are encouraged to adapt techniques to their own bodies and situations, rather than following a one-size-fits-all approach. Bruce also introduced new training methods that have influenced modern martial arts. He incorporated strength training, cardiovascular fitness, and flexibility exercises into his training regimen, which was not common in traditional martial arts training at the time. Today, physical conditioning is seen as an essential part of martial arts training, with a focus on developing a strong and agile body that can handle the demands of combat. The impact of Bruce Lee's philosophy is also seen in the way martial arts are perceived as a form of self-expression and personal development. He viewed martial arts not just as a set of fighting techniques, but as a way of life, emphasizing mental and spiritual growth alongside physical training. This holistic approach to martial arts has influenced the way they are taught and practiced, with a greater emphasis on the mental and spiritual aspects of training. Bruce Lee's influence extends to the entertainment industry as well, particularly in how martial arts are depicted in films and television. His films set a new standard for martial arts action sequences, combining realism, excitement, and a display of skill. This has influenced generations of filmmakers and action stars, leading to more realistic and dynamic martial arts scenes in movies. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's influence on modern martial arts is profound and multifaceted. His innovative approach to training, his philosophy of personal expression and adaptability, and his contributions to martial arts and cinema have left an indelible mark on how martial arts are practiced and perceived today. His legacy lives on in the countless martial artists and fighters who have been inspired by his teachings and in the continued evolution of martial arts around the world. Bruce Lee's influence extends far beyond the realm of martial arts. He became a global icon, impacting various aspects of popular culture and society. His legacy is not limited to his martial arts philosophy or filmography but encompasses his broader impact on attitudes, fitness, self-improvement, and cultural barriers. One significant area of Bruce's influence is in the realm of physical fitness and wellness. His dedication to physical training and his impressive physique inspired many to prioritize their health and fitness. Bruce was ahead of his time in adopting a holistic approach to fitness, incorporating elements like strength training, cardiovascular workouts, and nutrition into his regimen. This approach has become a cornerstone in modern fitness practices. In popular culture, Bruce Lee has become a symbol of self-improvement and personal development. His life story, from a street-fighting teenager in Hong Kong to a global superstar, is a narrative of overcoming challenges and relentless self-improvement. Bruce's philosophies, especially his famous quote, "Be water, my friend," encourage adaptability, resilience, and the continuous pursuit of personal growth. These principles have resonated with people worldwide, transcending martial arts and becoming guidelines for personal development. Bruce's impact on breaking cultural barriers and stereotypes is another significant aspect of his legacy. As one of the first Asian actors to achieve fame in the West, he paved the way for greater representation and diversity in Hollywood and beyond. His success challenged the stereotypical portrayals of Asian people in Western media and opened doors for future generations of actors and artists from diverse backgrounds. Additionally, Bruce Lee has become an icon in the philosophy of self-expression. His approach to martial arts as a form of personal expression has influenced not just martial artists but artists and creators in various fields. His belief in expressing oneself honestly and authentically has inspired people to find their unique voice and path in life. In the world of cinema, Bruce's influence is profound. His films and the way he presented martial arts action had a lasting impact on how action movies are made. His dynamic and realistic fight choreography set a new standard in the film industry, influencing generations of action stars and filmmakers. Bruce Lee's global influence is also evident in the continued popularity of his films, teachings, and philosophies. He has become a cultural icon, with his image and quotes widely recognized and used in various media, from films and books to motivational seminars and advertisements. His philosophy and approach to life continue to inspire and motivate people around the world. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's influence as a global icon extends far beyond martial arts. He has left a lasting impact on fitness, personal development, cultural representation, philosophy, and cinema. His life and work continue to inspire and influence people from all walks of life, making him a timeless figure in popular culture and beyond. Bruce Lee's status as a global icon has made him an inspirational figure worldwide, transcending the boundaries of martial arts, film, and national identity. His life story, philosophies, and achievements continue to inspire and influence people across the globe, making him a symbol of perseverance, innovation, and cultural unity. Bruce Lee's appeal as an inspirational figure lies in his journey and the challenges he overcame. Coming from a modest background, he faced and surmounted numerous obstacles, including racial discrimination, cultural barriers, and professional setbacks. His rise to international fame, despite these challenges, serves as a powerful example of resilience and determination. People from diverse backgrounds and cultures find motivation in his story, seeing in Bruce a role model who achieved greatness through hard work, dedication, and an unwavering belief in oneself. Moreover, Bruce's philosophies about life and martial arts resonate globally. His famous concept of being like water, adaptable, flexible, and powerful, extends beyond martial arts into various aspects of life, including personal development, business, and interpersonal relationships. This philosophy encourages individuals to be versatile, to embrace change, and to find strength and adaptability, making it a source of inspiration for people facing various challenges in life. Bruce Lee's impact on physical fitness and wellness has also made him an inspirational figure. His approach to training, which emphasized not just physical strength but also mental and spiritual well-being, has inspired fitness enthusiasts worldwide. His holistic approach to health, integrating physical exercise, nutrition, and mental discipline, has influenced modern fitness philosophies and practices. As a cultural icon, Bruce Lee has inspired artists, filmmakers, athletes, and people from all walks of life. His influence in cinema, particularly in action films, can be seen in the work of numerous actors and directors who cite him as a major influence. In the martial arts world, his legacy continues to shape practices and teachings, with many martial arts schools incorporating his philosophies and techniques. Bruce's influence also extends to the realm of racial and cultural representation. As one of the first Asian superstars in Western cinema, he broke stereotypes and opened doors for future generations of actors from diverse backgrounds. He is seen as a trailblazer who challenged and changed the narrative around Asian representation in media, making him a source of pride and inspiration for many, especially within the Asian community. Bruce Lee's appeal as an inspirational figure is also maintained through the continued popularity of his films, quotes, and teachings. His image and words are ubiquitous, often used in motivational contexts to inspire people to pursue their goals and to strive for excellence in their endeavors. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's status as a global icon and an inspirational figure worldwide is a testament to his enduring influence. His life story, philosophies, and achievements continue to motivate and inspire people from all corners of the globe. His legacy goes beyond his roles as a martial artist and actor, embodying the ideals of perseverance, innovation, and cross-cultural unity. The untimely death of Bruce Lee, a renowned martial artist and global icon, is a subject that continues to intrigue and sadden fans worldwide. Bruce Lee passed away on July 20, 1973, at the young age of 32, under circumstances that led to much speculation and mystery. His death occurred in Hong Kong, just before the release of his groundbreaking film Enter the Dragon, which would propel him to international superstardom. On the day of his death, Bruce was in Hong Kong to meet with producer Raymond Chow to discuss their next film project. They were scheduled to have a dinner meeting, but before that, Bruce had an appointment at the home of actress Betty Ting-pei, a colleague in the Hong Kong film industry. It was at her apartment that Bruce complained of a headache, and Betty gave him a painkiller, Equagesic, which was a combination of aspirin and a tranquilizer. After taking the medication, Bruce went to lie down for a nap. When it was time to leave for the dinner meeting with Raymond Chow, Betty tried to wake him but found him unresponsive. A doctor was called to the scene, and attempts were made to revive him, but these efforts were unsuccessful. Bruce was then rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital, where he was pronounced dead upon arrival. The suddenness of Bruce Lee's death led to widespread shock and disbelief. The official cause of death, according to the autopsy report, was cerebral edema, or swelling of the brain. It was speculated that the cerebral edema might have been caused by a reaction to the painkiller he had taken, though this was never conclusively proven. The lack of clear answers surrounding his death led to numerous theories and speculations, including foul play, a curse, and other more outlandish explanations. Bruce's death was a devastating blow to his family, friends, and fans around the world. He was at the peak of his physical fitness and at a pivotal point in his career, making his sudden death all the more shocking and tragic. His passing left a void in the martial arts and film communities that he had so profoundly influenced. The circumstances of Bruce Lee's death have remained a topic of fascination and speculation for decades. The mystery surrounding his sudden demise, coupled with his iconic status and the legacy he left behind, has contributed to the enduring interest in his life and untimely death. In conclusion, the circumstances of Bruce Lee's death are shrouded in mystery and have given rise to many theories and speculations. His passing at a young age and at the height of his career added a tragic aspect to his life story, making him a legendary figure not just for his achievements in life but also for the enigma surrounding his death. His legacy continues to live on, and his life and death remain subjects of great interest and inspiration. Bruce Lee's untimely death not only left a profound sense of loss in the world of martial arts and cinema but also gave rise to various conspiracy theories and discussions about his legacy. His sudden demise at the age of 32, just as he was reaching the pinnacle of his career, sparked numerous speculations and theories, some of which continue to be discussed to this day. Among the most prevalent conspiracy theories surrounding Bruce's death are those suggesting foul play. Some speculated that he was assassinated by Chinese triads due to his growing influence and fame. Others believed that he was the victim of a curse, tying his death to the mysterious circumstances surrounding the later death of his son, Brandon Lee. Another theory suggested that Bruce had been killed by a rival martial artist or by someone envious of his success. However, none of these theories have ever been substantiated with concrete evidence. The mystery and fascination surrounding Bruce's death are amplified by his incredible life and accomplishments. His legacy in martial arts, film, and as a cultural icon is immense. Bruce revolutionized martial arts, introducing new training methods, philosophies, and a level of physicality previously unseen. His films, especially Enter the Dragon, broke new ground in how martial arts were portrayed on screen and opened up Western audiences to martial arts cinema. Bruce Lee's legacy extends beyond his physical achievements and cinematic successes. He is remembered for breaking racial barriers in Hollywood and for being a symbol of cross-cultural unity. He challenged stereotypes about Asian men and paved the way for future generations of actors from diverse backgrounds. His philosophy of being like water and his teachings about self-expression, adaptability, and personal growth continue to inspire people around the world. In addition to his professional legacy, the manner of Bruce's death and the subsequent conspiracy theories have contributed to his mythic status. The mystery and intrigue surrounding his passing have kept his memory alive in popular culture, leading to numerous documentaries, biographies, and films exploring his life and death. These theories, while largely speculative, reflect the profound impact Bruce had on his fans and the difficulty many have in accepting the tragic and untimely end to his extraordinary life. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's untimely death led to a complex legacy interwoven with groundbreaking achievements, cultural impact, and enduring mystery. The conspiracy theories surrounding his death, while unproven, are a testament to the intrigue and fascination that Bruce Lee continues to generate. His legacy as a martial artist, actor, cultural icon, and inspirational figure remains strong, influencing martial arts, cinema, and popular culture. Bruce Lee's life and death continue to captivate the imagination of people worldwide, cementing his status as a legendary and timeless figure. Bruce Lee's posthumous fame and influence have continued to grow since his untimely death, solidifying his status as a legendary figure in martial arts and popular culture. Decades after his passing, Bruce remains an iconic figure whose life and work continue to inspire and influence people around the world. One of the key aspects of Bruce's continued influence is his contribution to martial arts. He revolutionized the practice and philosophy of martial arts, introducing concepts like cross-training, practical application, and the integration of physical, mental, and spiritual elements. His philosophy of Jeet Kune Do, emphasizing adaptability and personal expression, continues to be a major influence in martial arts training and philosophy. Martial artists from various disciplines cite Bruce as a key inspiration, and his techniques and teachings are still studied and practiced today. In the realm of cinema, Bruce's impact is undeniable. He is credited with changing the way action films are made, particularly in how they depict martial arts. His dynamic and realistic approach to fight choreography set a new standard for martial arts movies and influenced a generation of filmmakers and action stars. His films, especially Enter the Dragon, remain popular and continue to be celebrated for their groundbreaking action sequences and cultural significance. Beyond his technical contributions, Bruce Lee has become a cultural icon, symbolizing resilience, perseverance, and the breaking of barriers. His life story, from a struggling actor to an international superstar, inspires people from all backgrounds. Bruce's ability to overcome racial and cultural barriers in Hollywood and his success in a foreign industry are seen as a testament to his determination and talent. His image and quotes are widely recognized and used in various contexts, from motivational seminars to advertising, demonstrating his widespread appeal and influence. Bruce's influence extends to new generations who discover his films, teachings, and philosophy. Documentaries, biographies, and martial arts studies continue to explore his life and work, introducing Bruce Lee to those who were not alive during his lifetime. His legacy is also kept alive by his family, particularly his daughter Shannon Lee, who actively works to preserve his memory and promote his philosophies through various initiatives and projects. The martial arts community, film enthusiasts, and people seeking inspiration in their personal and professional lives continue to be drawn to Bruce Lee's legacy. His philosophies on life, his approach to martial arts, and his groundbreaking work in cinema resonate with people seeking a model of excellence, innovation, and breaking through limitations. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's posthumous fame and continued influence are a reflection of his extraordinary life and achievements. His impact on martial arts, cinema, and popular culture is profound and enduring. Decades after his death, Bruce Lee remains a symbol of innovation, perseverance, and the ability to transcend cultural and professional barriers, making him an enduring global icon. Since Bruce Lee's passing, numerous tributes and memorials have been established worldwide to honor his legacy and celebrate his life and achievements. These tributes reflect the deep admiration and respect that people from all walks of life have for Bruce Lee, and they serve as a testament to his enduring impact on martial arts, cinema, and popular culture. One of the most notable memorials is Bruce Lee's statue in Hong Kong's Avenue of Stars, similar to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This statue depicts Bruce in one of his iconic martial arts poses and has become a popular spot for fans to pay their respects and celebrate his contributions to film and martial arts. In Seattle, where Bruce spent significant time during his life, there is another statue of him, and he is buried in Lakeview Cemetery alongside his son, Brandon Lee. His gravesite is a place of pilgrimage for fans from around the world, who come to pay their respects and honor his memory. In addition to physical memorials, there have been numerous films, documentaries, and books about Bruce Lee's life and work. These works explore various aspects of his career, his philosophy, and the impact he had on the world. They contribute to the understanding of Bruce's life and help to keep his memory alive for future generations. Martial arts tournaments and festivals are also held in his honor, celebrating his contributions to the world of martial arts. These events often include demonstrations of Jeet Kune Do, the martial arts style Bruce created, as well as screenings of his films and discussions about his impact on martial arts and popular culture. In the digital realm, Bruce Lee is commemorated through websites, online forums, and social media pages dedicated to his life and work. Fans from around the world share photos, quotes, and stories about Bruce, discussing his films, philosophies, and the personal impact he has had on their lives. Bruce's influence is also evident in popular culture, with references to him appearing in movies, music, television shows, and video games. His iconic yellow jumpsuit from Game of Death, for instance, has been replicated in various forms of media as a tribute to his style and impact. The Bruce Lee Foundation, established by his family, is another significant tribute to his legacy. The foundation aims to preserve and share Bruce Lee's life, teachings, and philosophy through various educational and social initiatives. It organizes events, provides scholarships, and participates in charitable works, keeping Bruce's spirit of self-improvement and personal growth alive. In conclusion, the tributes and memorials dedicated to Bruce Lee across the globe are diverse and widespread, reflecting his status as a global icon. From statues and gravesites to films, books, and digital platforms, these tributes celebrate and honor Bruce Lee's legacy. They serve as reminders of his remarkable contributions to martial arts, film, and the many lives he touched and continue to inspire. Bruce Lee's philosophy, an integral part of his enduring legacy, extends far beyond martial arts, encapsulating profound teachings about life, adaptability, and personal growth. His philosophical insights, drawn from a range of Eastern and Western thought, continue to inspire and influence people around the world. One of the core tenets of Bruce Lee's philosophy is the concept of adaptability, famously encapsulated in his quote, "Be water, my friend." This idea is about being flexible, adaptable, and open to change. Bruce believed in the importance of being able to adjust to different situations and challenges, not just in martial arts but in all aspects of life. This philosophy encourages a mindset that is fluid and responsive, able to overcome obstacles and flow around barriers, much like water. Another significant aspect of Bruce's philosophical teachings is the concept of self-expression. He believed that martial arts, like any form of art, is a means of expressing one's individuality. He encouraged people to discover their unique path and to express themselves honestly and authentically. This idea of personal expression and self-discovery is central to Bruce's philosophy and is reflected in his martial arts style, Jeet Kune Do, which emphasizes personal adaptation and expression over rigid forms and techniques. Bruce's philosophical teachings also include the importance of self-knowledge and personal development. He was a proponent of introspection and self-analysis, believing that understanding oneself is crucial to personal growth and mastery in martial arts. His teachings encourage individuals to look inward, to understand their strengths and weaknesses, and to continuously work on improving themselves. The idea of simplicity is another key element in Bruce Lee's philosophy. He believed in the power of simplicity and directness, both in martial arts and in life. This principle is about focusing on what is essential and effective, avoiding unnecessary complexity or ornamentation. In his martial arts practice, this translated into efficient, direct movements. In life, it meant focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the superfluous. Bruce also integrated aspects of Eastern philosophy, particularly Taoism and Zen Buddhism, into his teachings. He believed in the Taoist idea of naturalness and spontaneity, and the Zen focus on mindfulness and living in the present moment. These principles informed his approach to martial arts and his overall worldview, emphasizing harmony, balance, and being in tune with the natural flow of life. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's philosophical teachings offered deep insights into adaptability, self-expression, personal development, simplicity, and the integration of Eastern and Western thought. His philosophy transcends the boundaries of martial arts, providing guidance and inspiration for people in various aspects of life. Bruce's teachings continue to resonate, showing that his influence goes far beyond his physical prowess and cinematic achievements, reaching into the realms of personal growth and life philosophy. Bruce Lee's philosophy, with its timeless wisdom and practical insights, finds extensive application in modern life, influencing individuals in various fields and aspects of daily living. His teachings about adaptability, self-expression, personal growth, and simplicity are not only relevant but increasingly pertinent in today's fast-paced and ever-changing world. The concept of being like water, one of Bruce's most famous teachings, is particularly relevant in modern life. In an age characterized by rapid changes and uncertainties, the ability to adapt and flow with the circumstances is invaluable. Whether in personal challenges, professional environments, or in dealing with broader societal changes, the ability to be flexible and adaptable, like water, helps individuals navigate complexities and turn obstacles into opportunities. Bruce's emphasis on self-expression and personal discovery is another aspect of his philosophy that resonates strongly today. In a world where individuality and authenticity are highly valued, his encouragement to find and express one's unique self is empowering. This applies not just in martial arts or physical pursuits, but in creative endeavors, career choices, and personal relationships. Embracing one's individuality and harnessing it effectively can lead to more fulfilling and authentic life experiences. The focus on self-knowledge and continuous personal development, key components of Bruce Lee's philosophy, are also crucial in modern life. The pursuit of self-improvement, both in personal skills and in understanding one's own character, is vital in achieving success and satisfaction. In a world where lifelong learning and personal growth are essential, Bruce's teachings about introspection and the pursuit of excellence provide a valuable framework for personal and professional development. Simplicity, another principle Bruce advocated, is particularly pertinent in the modern world, which is often cluttered with information and distractions. The idea of focusing on what is essential and effective, cutting through the unnecessary, can be applied to various aspects of life, such as decision-making, problem-solving, and lifestyle choices. By embracing simplicity, individuals can achieve clarity, efficiency, and a greater sense of purpose. Moreover, Bruce Lee's integration of Eastern and Western philosophies offers a holistic approach to life that is especially appealing in today's globalized world. The blend of Eastern concepts of harmony and balance with Western ideals of action and achievement creates a well-rounded approach to life and work. This integration promotes a balanced lifestyle, combining ambition and productivity with mindfulness and inner peace. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's philosophy is not only relevant but also essential in modern life. Its application can be seen in various spheres, from personal development and lifestyle choices to professional growth and cultural understanding. The principles of adaptability, self-expression, personal growth, simplicity, and the integration of different philosophies provide a robust framework for navigating the complexities of contemporary life. Bruce Lee's teachings continue to inspire and guide people, showing that his legacy extends far beyond his achievements in martial arts and film. The enduring legacy of Bruce Lee is a testament to his extraordinary life and contributions to martial arts, cinema, and popular culture. His influence stretches far beyond his physical presence and continues to resonate globally, making him a timeless legend. Bruce Lee's legacy in martial arts is profound. He revolutionized the way martial arts are practiced and perceived, introducing concepts like cross-training, practical application, and a philosophical approach to martial arts training. His creation of Jeet Kune Do, a martial arts philosophy emphasizing adaptability, efficiency, and personal expression, has influenced countless martial artists and continues to be a significant martial arts style practiced worldwide. In the realm of cinema, Bruce's impact is equally significant. He broke new ground in the portrayal of martial arts on screen, with his dynamic and realistic fight choreography setting new standards for action films. His films, particularly Enter the Dragon, are considered classics and continue to inspire filmmakers and audiences alike. Bruce's roles challenged and changed the stereotypical portrayals of Asian actors in Hollywood, paving the way for greater diversity and representation in the film industry. Beyond martial arts and cinema, Bruce Lee's philosophical teachings have a lasting influence. His ideas about adaptability, self-expression, and personal growth resonate with people from all walks of life. His teachings encourage individuals to be adaptable like water, to understand themselves, and to express their unique identities. These philosophies transcend martial arts, offering guidance and inspiration in various aspects of life, including personal development, business, and creative endeavors. Bruce's cultural impact is also significant. He emerged as a cultural icon, symbolizing the fusion of East and West, and challenging cultural and racial barriers. His global appeal and the universality of his message have made him a symbol of cross-cultural unity and understanding. His life story, marked by determination, resilience, and breaking barriers, continues to inspire and motivate people around the world. Furthermore, Bruce Lee's legacy is maintained and celebrated through various tributes, memorials, films, documentaries, and the ongoing work of the Bruce Lee Foundation. His influence is evident in popular culture, with references to him appearing in music, literature, and other media, keeping his spirit and teachings alive for new generations. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's legacy is enduring and multifaceted. He remains a revered figure in martial arts, a pioneering influence in cinema, a philosophical guide, and a cultural icon. His contributions to martial arts, his groundbreaking work in cinema, his inspiring life story, and his philosophical teachings continue to resonate and inspire. Bruce Lee's legend lives on, transcending time and culture, and his impact on the world is as relevant today as it ever was. Bruce Lee's legacy not only commemorates his past achievements but also serves as a continuing source of inspiration for future generations. His life, philosophies, and accomplishments resonate with people across the world, making him a timeless figure of inspiration. One of the most powerful aspects of Bruce Lee's influence is his role as a model of perseverance and dedication. His journey from a child actor in Hong Kong to an international martial arts and film icon in Hollywood exemplifies the power of hard work and determination. His story encourages people to pursue their dreams relentlessly, regardless of the challenges and obstacles they may face. This message of perseverance and resilience is particularly relevant to the youth, who look up to Bruce Lee as a symbol of what can be achieved through dedication and passion. Bruce's philosophies, particularly his teachings on adaptability, self-expression, and personal development, continue to inspire individuals across various disciplines. His concept of being like water and his approach to martial arts as a form of personal expression have broad applications, from sports and fitness to business and creative arts. These philosophies encourage people to be adaptable, to understand themselves, and to express their individuality, making Bruce Lee relevant to a new generation facing a rapidly changing and challenging world. In the field of martial arts, Bruce Lee's influence is profound. He revolutionized the practice and teaching of martial arts, and his legacy continues to shape modern martial arts training. His approach to blending different styles, focusing on practical application, and personalizing martial arts practice has inspired a new generation of martial artists. His philosophy of Jeet Kune Do remains a significant influence, encouraging martial artists to explore and adapt various techniques and to develop a style that suits their individual needs and abilities. In cinema, Bruce Lee's impact is enduring. His dynamic approach to action sequences and his groundbreaking role as a leading Asian actor in Hollywood continue to inspire filmmakers and actors. His films remain popular and are often referenced in contemporary movies, ensuring that his influence on cinema is passed on to future generations. Moreover, Bruce Lee's impact on cultural representation and breaking stereotypes continues to inspire. He challenged the prevailing stereotypes of Asian men in Western media, paving the way for more diverse and substantial roles for actors of Asian descent. His legacy in this regard encourages a more inclusive and representative media landscape. Bruce Lee's influence extends beyond specific fields. His life and teachings offer universal lessons about the human spirit, the pursuit of excellence, and the breaking of barriers. His legacy is not just about what he achieved in his lifetime but also about the inspiration he continues to provide. In conclusion, Bruce Lee's enduring legacy and his role as an inspiration for future generations are undeniable. His life story, philosophies, and achievements continue to inspire and influence people of all ages and backgrounds. He remains a symbol of perseverance, innovation, and breaking cultural and professional barriers, making his legend a source of inspiration for years to come.